Good morning. I am Amy Firestein, her, she pronouns, and I look forward to sharing leadership of today's service with Reverend Phoenix Bell-Shelton. Whoever you are, wherever you live, whomever you love, and however you may spend your days, you are welcome at the Unitarian Church of Harrisburg. We invite you to join us for coffee hour following this morning's service, either downstairs in the common room or on Zoom. I invite you to take this moment now to hold our space here as sacred by silencing your electronic devices and preparing yourself to be present. Online or in person, we are grateful for this time together.
Good morning. It's so great to be here with you today. As Amy said, my name is Reverend Phoenix. I have the honor of serving as minister of UU of the Cumberland Valley, just 25 minutes down the road from here. And it was beautiful driving up this morning in the snow. I'm from Atlanta. We don't get that. And when we do, the city shuts down and we go nowhere. So, beloved community, today we gather in the company of one another and in the company of stories that have traveled long roads, stories that have survived being hidden, dismissed, or pushed to the side, stories that have lasted across the generations, powerful stories that some have chosen to be acceptable or not. Stories which may have been tucked out of sight, maybe our own story tucked out of sight. Stories that speak of tenderness and of courage, of daring people who live and love fully. This morning, we make a choice. We make a choice to open our hearts to stories, to refuse despair. We make a choice to let the stories in this room be the stories that have been told and untold and not told. We remember that every story is sacred, that every banned book is a story of survival, that it began with human life, that every life mattered, that every story decided and chose and must be heard. So let this hour be one of sanctuary, so that every story has a fight, so that every story has a chance to be told. Let us listen with open hearts. Let us listen with open hands. Let us listen with open minds. Let us honor the wisdom that comes from each of our stories. Let us choose together, for the world has treated stories as dangerous. The world has said that some stories are to be silenced, and we are simply telling a different story. So come into this place of stories. Come, let us worship together. Each week, Unitarian Universalists across the world have made it a tradition to light a chalice, the sacred symbol of our faith. So today, as we light this chalice, we do so for all of those stories, those told and those untold. And today, another ancient story begins. The story of Advent, the story of choosing hope over fear, the story of waiting for hope in the darkness, the story of hope of an Emmanuel, a spirit that will come and allow our stories to be heard. So this morning, in addition to our chalice flame, we light the first candle, the candle of hope for Advent, for the stories that still are to come.
Each week, we affirm our mission to equip, encourage, and empower, and we ask that you join in the affirmation of our covenant with one another. We renew this promise by reading our covenant together. Love is the spirit of this congregation, and service is our gift. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.
Is Thank you so very much for that beautiful music. Today's story is titled Book. Book Comes Home. It's a banned books journey by Rob Sanders. Book loved the library and the librarian, and Book loved herself, surrounded by other books with stories to tell. Most of all, Book loved the children who came to visit. Simply put, Book was proud to be a book. Book was loved and checked out, read and reread, shared and discussed. Each time she was brought back to the library, Book was returned to her cozy spot. It was home until the day it wasn't. On that day, Book was returned by her best reader friend. This friend had read Book again and again and again. Saying goodbye was sad, but it meant Book could now be read by someone else. Book waited for the librarian to come and return her home, like always, but the librarian did not come. Someone else did. That someone carried Book through one door and then through another, all the way to a closet in the back of the library. Book was slid into a different spot on a different shelf. The lights were turned off, the door was closed, Book was alone. At least that's what she thought. Book soon heard whispers. There were others in the room. The shelves in the dark closet were filled with books. Not being alone was, well, not lonely, but it wasn't enough. Book wanted to be back on her own shelf. She longed for home. "What is this place?" Book asked. A dusty old book replied. "This is the banned book closet." "Banned?" Book repeated. "Banned?" Old Book said. "No one is allowed to read us." "No readers?" The thought sent shivers up Book's spine. How could Book be a book if no one read it? "Why are we all banned?" Book asked. Old Book was silent, but other books began to speak up. "Someone didn't like me. They thought I was too scary. They said kids wouldn't understand me. They worried what people would think." Book let the words sink in. She had made readers think. They wondered. They imagined. They laughed. Once, someone even cried a little. Were those bad things? Book felt pride slipping away. The darkness of the room matched the sadness that the book felt. Days and weeks passed. Where are my readers? Book wondered. What are they doing? What are they reading? Do they miss me? Look, people are making signs. Keep calm and read along. Stories matter. Everyone has a book out there. Stop book bans. Let me be. Let me read. Books open doors to the future. To read is a right. Free to read. Then one day, the door to the closet opened. The lights flashed on, and footsteps came closer and closer. "Hello, old friends," a child said. Book thought that she recognized the voice. Book felt herself being pulled from the shelf. "I've missed you," the child said. Book and her best reader friend were together again. Soon, other children arrived. They plucked the books from the shelves one by one, carrying them through one door and then another. Don't be afraid to go into your library and read every book. Today, a reader, tomorrow, a leader. Censorship is a child of fear and the father of ignorance. The doors of the library flew open, and more readers rushed in to discover their long-lost friends. Their favorite books, the books that they loved, the books that had disappeared, the books that were once again where they belonged. Pride welled up in Book. She was home, but she wasn't there for long. She's been checked out by another reader friend. Thank you.
You always find the right stories, Corey. Banned Books by James Cruz. You cannot ban a heart or the spark that led to words, which tell their hard truth, even if it offends you, even if it dismantles your ideas of right and wrongdoing. You cannot ban a river or stop the flow of freedom, which will burst whatever dam you try to place in its path. You cannot ban the sky any more than you can ban a hawk soaring through it, wingtips glistening in the sun. You can try to make us extinct. We will nest high above the noise of your false rage. You can try to ban our bodies, take away choice and voice, but you will find us here again in the page, in stories that can never be erased.
Take a deep breath. And another. If you're here in our sanctuary, maybe you place your feet flat on the floor, feeling the earth beneath you. Maybe from the comfort of your own home, you're wrapped up in a blanket. Maybe you're pressing your feet against the couch or the bedpost, or they're underneath you. Maybe at some point in your life, a part of your story has been banned. If that's the case, take that part of your story. If it does so without causing harm, bring it to memory. Give it love. Take a breath. And another. And another. Know that here in this sacred space, here in this chosen faith, you, and you are held. Enter into a moment of silence, holding and bringing up whatever needs to come up for you. part of worshiping and being made free happens each week in our congregations. We all have those parts of us, those joys, those sorrows, and those milestones that sometimes we carry alone, that sometimes bring up such joy or sadness for us that we know we can no longer carry it alone, that we have to have someone to carry it with us. And so Unitarian Universalist congregations have a ritual of joys and sorrows, where we bring that collective joy, that universal pain, and lay it down on the altar. So if you have a profound joy or a profound sorrow in a moment, we will invite you into this moment with us, into this shared moment. You are able to write it on a slip or to place it in our virtual chat. You can indicate whether it's okay to share out loud or if it's one of those that you just want to be into the universe. You can also honor whatever it is that you are bringing today by coming down the center aisle, by taking a stone and placing it into a bowl of water, symbolizing the joy, the pain, the hope, the longing. Whatever it is, know that it, like you, is welcome here. Come, beloveds, let us hold one another in joy and in sorrow. holding all of those. We hold Larry Byers August. A stroke led to arthritis in his spine, developing more rapidly, which in turn has led to a pinched nerve, creating extreme pain in his right thigh. He is navigating relief through what has turned out to be a more complex process, likely heading towards a lumbar epidural. Your caring concern matters. Thank you, says Larry. A joy and a sorrow. I got to see my 90-year-old grandmother this past week, writes Diggs. I am sad she's declining quickly, but so very grateful that I got to spend time with her over the holiday. A joy. I am in the process of coming out as non-binary, speaking my truth in a world that wants my authentic voice to be silenced. Trying to read Molly or Stall. So, with these and with so many others, named and unnamed, we place 3 final stones for everything else, for those stories that are silenced, for those pains that are too raw, and for those that are not here to have their stories, their joy, or their pain held by this beloved community. Amen. Stories are powerful. Stories often tell us something about ourselves that we didn't know we needed to be told. Stories sometimes begin at night, curled up in bed with a flashlight, reading under the covers, stashing the book under your pillow so your parents don't see you reading at 1 or 3 or 5 a.m. There was a book when I was a kid that cracked something open for me, something I didn't really know even needed to be cracked open. And yet, it did. This book inspired a generation. It told a whole generation of children that they could believe in magic. That there was a place where everything was different, where being different came with new rules, with possibility, with a wand. As I grew older, I learned the truth. That whole generation learned the truth. A story that had been so freeing, so liberating, that led to countless hours at night, captivated and turning the page after page to see what happened next. It all changed when not the story was banned, but the person writing the stories was canceled. Of course, I'm talking about Harry Potter, a story of magic and of wonder that still is magic, that still contains wonder. And now, just like the stories of our lives, is mixed up with pain. Pain for when we found out that the author didn't like trans people. Pain when we found out that the text that liberated was a lie because she didn't believe what she wrote. Or we believed she believed something different than what she wrote. Stories change. People change. And people change stories. So I've got a question. If we believe in magic, then do we allow the magic to die when the story changes? If we believe that what those stories did mattered, then does it not matter when the author changes the story? Because the truth is, the story, the magic, the wonder, the liberation that one person felt, that Harry felt, from finally having a place to belong, mattered. And then it didn't. The magic mattered, and then the magic faded. But what if we tell a different story of that magic? What if there was another story within the story within the story? Harry Potter wasn't the only story that cracked me open. It was just the first. As adolescence came, I remember another story. One that I didn't know if I should be reading growing up in the South, growing up in conservative faith communities, growing up being led to believe that my story didn't matter. This story was called The Rainbow Road and Rainbow High. It was a story about LGBTQ teens and college students coming out to each other, to themselves, to their communities for the first time, and navigating everything that came with. Another story that I read late at night at 3 a.m. A story that I didn't dare leave under my pillow because I feared what would happen if I did. A story that was only read at night and carried in my backpack like a brick. Stories matter. The stories that we allow ourselves to read and the ones we don't. The stories we allow ourselves to tell and the ones we don't. So I'm wondering what stories we tell ourselves, what stories we sweep under the rug, what stories we ban. Not the books that get banned, but the stories we ban. The parts of us that are too raw, the parts of us that are too loud, the parts of us that are too queer, the parts of us that wear sparkly shoes on a Sunday morning in the pulpit, or that say, hey, let's bring a pulpit because I don't preach sitting down, and abandons the pulpit. Go figure. But that's the truth of stories. We get to decide what story gets told. We get to decide if the magic dies with the story or if we change the story and take the magic with us. Because the truth of Harry Potter and the truth of so many stories is that it was never the author's story alone. Because the words written on the page only matter if somebody picks it up and reads it. And if, when they read it, it changes them. So the stories that get banned, the stories that become the most dangerous stories in the world, are those that change us. Stories that invite a generation to believe in the impossible. Wicked, Rent, Les Mis, Fun Home, The Color Purple, Raisin in the Sun, To Kill a Mockingbird. All stories that invite the reader into a new idea, a new possibility that asks a question or questions or provide an answer or answers that we've been seeking. So what story was it for you? What story did you read that changed everything? Was it a banned book? If so, read another, and another, and another. And the truth about stories is that they can't really ban the stories because you can go to bannedbooks.com and find all of them. And I can guarantee you, local libraries have them. Places have them. Many of our congregations have them. And many of us will find them for you if you don't know how to find it yourself. For they can't ban stories. Because if they ban stories, they ban people. And if they ban people, they ban love. And if they ban love, they ban our faith. Because our faith is nothing but stories. Stories of God. Stories of survival. Stories of hope and love and courage. Stories of change. So what happens when a story gets banned? Another story gets told. A story about what that story meant. Why it was important. And then one day, children rush to the library and pull all the banned books back off the shelf and take them home. And the story begins again. And because that story begins again, another story gets written again and again and again. And another person finds that part of them, that part of the story that cracks them open, that changes everything, that allows somebody, maybe that queer teen growing up in the South, to say, I am what I am, my own beautiful creation. I grew up a theater kid. What can I say? But the truth about stories is simple. For every story we read, we know, or at least we hope to know, that because we've read them, including the banned books, we have been changed for good. And so go out and read your story. I can guarantee you it's not the only one. Let them echo, make them hear us. More theater references. Got to. But stories matter. So what is your story? What is the story that you're reading? The story that you're not telling? What is the story that will crack you open next? May you find it. And when you do, may it be a blessing, even if you didn't know you needed it, especially if you didn't know you needed it. Amen. Ashe, and blessed be.
We hear your pain, your fear, but we're here to say who you are is okay, and you don't have to go through this on your own. You're not alone. You have more friends than you know. Some who surround you, some you are destined to meet. You have more love in your life. Don't let go. Give it time. Take it slow. Those who love you the most may need more time to grow. It's gonna be okay. You have more friends than you know. Be brave, be strong, be strong. You are loved, you belong. Someday soon, you will see you're exactly who you're supposed to be. And you don't have to go through this on your own. You're not alone. You have more friends than you know. Some who surround you, some you are destined to meet. You have more love in your life. Don't let go. Give it time. Take it slow. Those who love you the most may need more time to grow. It's gonna be okay. You have more friends than you know. Be who you are.
Good morning. I'm Deb Pushkar, and I serve on the UCH Board of Trustees. I'm here to represent the important labor and leadership that board members offer to keep this congregation thriving. The Unitarian Church of Harrisburg is, as always, an intentionally gathered congregation of freely thinking, loving people. The church is created, sustained, and supported by us. Each week we take up an offering where we ask each other to share money to support the church. We also use half of this money to help a charity which is doing important work to improve the world. For the month of November, we are sharing with the Harrisburg Area Food Pantry, formerly known as the Ecumenical Food Pantry. HAFP supports those in the greater Harrisburg area experiencing food insecurity, primarily by providing emergency food assistance. In just a moment, the greeters will start passing offering plates around. You can put cash or checks in the plate when it comes by. You can also donate online by scanning the QR code on the back of the order of service or by visiting uchbg.org and scroll to the bottom of the page for options. Your financial support and commitment matter. Please consider giving what you are able.
We dedicate these gifts to the work of this congregation, weaving a tapestry of compassion and action, faith and fellowship, hope and wholeness. Subtlety of Censorship by Mandy Hines. It creeps in like fog at dusk under the guise of protection. These words, these themes, these ideas are not suitable for children. We think maybe that's right. Maybe they are too young. Perhaps individual discretion is too much work. But in the inky blackness of night, the murky clouds conceal. The broad strokes of censorship are seized to oppress the minority, grind down the powerless, and silence the truth. In the starkness of day, everything has been sanitized, and as the horror sinks in, we walk around with duct-taped mouths and fear in our eyes.
Amazing grace, when our heart is in
And so, beloveds, may our hearts be in that holy place. May our lives be those of the stories they try to ban, of the magic that we take with us. May we change the stories. May we invite others to change their stories as well. May we always be the ones writing a different, better story. For the world needs what we have. The world needs your story. So go out and tell your story. Set one person free. Unban one book. And return again in love. Amen.